Hello, YouTube. This is a quick response to Darkness's rant about Carnival games. This gives me a good opportunity to talk about what like my experience with Carnival games. Like a few years ago, I went to this one thing that we have in Missouri. It's called like I don't know. It's like Missouri Town or Old Time Days or something like that. Some carnival type thingy, and you know, they have food and rides and stuff and games. And like one of them was oh yeah, like I didn't see it first. I was like walking around and doing stuff, and then I saw this guy, this cool big guy, like an adult, and looked like he was really tough, carrying a freaking super large Knuckles toy. I'm not kidding you. A super large Knuckles the Echidna plushie toy. Okay, it wasn't a plushie toy. It was this kind that, you know, made out of, you know, really cheap. It was one from the Carnivals, of course. They're really cheap, and they're not cuddly and stuff. You know, they're not soft. They're hard and not as good as ones you buy at a store. Anyway, it was huge, and I was like, dude, where'd you get that? And he's like, oh, over there, it's just like this shotgun shooting game. And like, I was like, cool. And I went over there, I looked around, I saw the shotgun game. He told me how to like win at it, but I wasn't really paying much attention. So it's about something about circling around with the shotgun or shooting stuff. But I didn't want to try that one because it looked too. I didn't think I'd be able to do it because it looked too hard or something. I saw another one that had a large Sonic one and a Knuckles one, and there for a prize. And then they had smaller toys for prizes, and like it was like, I don't know, $3 for a small one and $5 for the large ones. So like, it was one of those things, you know, Darkness mentioned, the ones that like, it's in a little bucket, it stands right here, and you get 2 balls and you throw them in there, and if you get them in both in, you win. And I was like, that sounds pretty easy. I could do that. You know, I did. And Darkness, oh man, exactly the same thing. The thing you said happened. They come right out when you throw it in there. Like I tossed one in, I got one in, and then I tossed another one in, and it hit that back out. I'm like, what? Come on! I was like, I'm not gonna waste any more money, so I left. So I was like, great, I didn't get to win a giant Knuckles toy. Oh well, you know. But there was this one time I was at Universal Studios, and like, you know, we went on rides and all that stuff and checked out the place because I'd never been there before. It was my first time there. This is like 2 years ago, and like when we were about to leave Universal Studios, there was this big game thing. I don't know what like game it. I don't know what you call it, but it's just like this big machine thingy, like, I don't know. And like you get this water gun and you would shoot it at this little target, and like and I was like, and they had these huge Sonic and Shadow toys, but they weren't as big as the Knuckles and Sonic toys I thought at the Carnival place. It was just you know, medium sized, kind of large. I don't know. Okay. Knuckles and Sonic were like as big as, okay, they were like, oh my gosh, I can't think of something to compare it to. Just picture something, a giant plush toy carrying over your shoulder because it's so big. That's how big it was. But these, you could just, they're about this size. Well, not this size, but like this size, you know, like size of my head to my stomach, whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, you get this gun squirt thing, and it's a little target you see that. And all you gotta do is keep your squirt gun on the target symbol, and you win. And it was so freaking easy, dude. I was just sitting there going, keeping it on the circle, and I was like, this is freaking easy, man. Like, I don't know why I was like, I don't know why the kid next to me lost so badly. He like, I don't know, I wasn't watching, of course, but he lost. And I won the Sonic one. I could choose between Shadow or Sonic, and I chose Sonic. This is what I won. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, so it's made out of that cheap stuff, but it is pretty cool. You know, better than some random animal thing. I was like, dude, Sonic toy. You know, I was like, sweet. You know, because that's better than wanting some random toy that you don't really care about. Although some random toys are pretty nice looking. So like, yeah, it was pretty easy, and I was like, wonder why that kid didn't win. Maybe because I have good hand-eye coordination, something, I don't know, or because I play video games a lot. Should be. That's my guess. Anyway, that's all I really had to say about that Carnival game stuff. So yeah, don't try those bucket things. They don't work, and even though they look easy, it's not very easy. And just do whatever. Just trust this, like, follow Darkness's Carnival rules on that, because that's what help. That's what you know to get if you want to rip someone off. If someone's gonna rip you off. But if you ever go to Universal Studios, when you leave or whatever, the exit doors, whatever, I guess, like, it's outside. Look for like this one big machine thing that has like guns and stuff on it, and maybe they might have these still and like you could like win one very easily if you just can stay on the moving target, which isn't moving very much at all. It's just like, you know, it's very easy to win. I was like, wow. Yeah, anyway, so if you look for that if you want to win a free Sonic toy, or maybe they'll have someone else probably. It's been 2 years or so, so yeah. Anyway, that's all. Shock 44 out.